Denizens of Malifaux, welcome to Malifaux. We've got the second game in the row, Collodi versus Parker Barrows. I'm going to be honest, it's the first game of the year, or first couple of games of the year, and my concentration is flagging a bit. It was quite a hard day at work, but my opponent's been playing for hours. Gotta respect the guy's stamina. So yeah, concentrations may be fraying a little bit in this game. Basically, we've got some forests, some impassable buildings, some height 1 climbable severe terrain walls, and the extraction marker. I think I set up first, and we've got the Beckoner. Goodness, I love the Beckoner. Stitch together, doppelganger. Bunraku, Collodi with Strong the Threads and Fated. Another Bunraku, Arcane Effigy and Brutal Effigy. The Outcasts have brought a Bandito, a Wuko Raider, a Freycore Specialist with Return Fire, an Oran. Never seen one of these played before, they look really bad, but I guess the Willpower Aura will certainly be useful against Neverborn. This time Parker's bringing Survivalist, Black Market and Oathkeeper. And we have the Dice Gods female conversion right here. Doc Mitchell. And then over in this right hand side we've got the Dead Outlaw, Bandito, and a Void Wretch. What's my plan? Well, I'm pretty tired and lazy, so I'm going with a, fairly standard Collodi Fated Bubble crew. Want to try out my Bunraku? Pretty excited for them. So yeah, we're going to have a public party around the central marker. For schemes, I want to see what this Recover Evidence is all about. Covert Breakthrough isn't really to my strengths, as I don't have any marionettes, and yes, I'm feeling pretty naked without them. Eliminate the leadership, I'm not going to bother with. Parker seems fairly sturdy. Hard to kill, lots of wounds, lots of healing, yeah. Collodi doesn't excel at this. Could have done Claim Jump, but really I'd want some Gups or Silurid or marionettes for that at least. And as I said, I'm tired, so Frame for Murder's pretty easy. And I've stuck it on the Doppelganger because my opponent is not a fool and knows how dangerous she is. She's also extremely good at helping me complete Recover Evidence, but not essential for it, so she'll make a good target without really changing the efficiency of my crew. So let's see how it goes. Oh, by the way, I am using my new camera, and I've got to admit it's a total ball ache to use. It's more fiddly than the phone, it doesn't have as much battery, and in fact it actually did run out of juice partway through this game, so I had to fill in with my phone for the last shot, I think. And it also means I can't really put my captions in and make them very readable, or at least not as readable as before. So basically, I'm looking for feedback telling me that the picture quality has dramatically improved and you love it, because otherwise I'm probably just going to go back to the phone. Here we go, turn 1. Ooh, great hand for some Gups. Seriously, is this my first picture? Okay, so what's happened is we've shuffled up a little bit until the Freycore Specialist got a little bit too close, and the Beckoner came up here and started luring him. Pretty lucky to get him out of the Willpower bubble, but once he was out, he was mine, and I've snatched him all the way over to here. And killed him good, so everyone is on fire. Because yeah, I forgot he did that. So the rest of the turn is spent trying to put out the fire. Sadly, I'd already activated Collodi and the Arcane Effigy, so quite a few of us are still happily smouldering along. And this fantastically blurry photo shows how things look at the end of the turn. Both crews taking their time to approach the marker, and there's a Void Wretch behind this building trying to slip through, so yeah, I'm pretty dead certain he's going for breakthrough. Turn 2. I lose the initiative and think that's fine, and then the Bandito running guns up to the forest and shoots my Beckoner, getting a severe and killing her because she took 2 damage from burning at the end of last turn. He also manages to drop a ski marker from that bugger. Without having to be afraid of any conditions now the specialist is dead, I've got the Arcane FG just putting his 0 action on Collodi, not bubbling it out, and then wandering over to the wall, which is just within scoring of the marker. And I'm trying to waste activations to bring his models forward a bit. The this Outlaw Obliges. I then go fast with the Stitch that was here, jump over the wall, slam myself by losing the Jewel, probably down to my hard to kill, getting reactivate. I then try to farm cards off the Outlaw. I lose the Jewel again, but I do get the trigger to allow me to draw a card at least. And then this Bandito shoots down my Stitched. So yeah, this is not starting good. The Bunraku gets stuck in, we snatch the Outlaw forwards and then finish him off. I'm using obscene preparations, but I'm not getting the trigger, which is a bit annoying. These guys really need their triggers either to get the extra attack or to get poisoned to really start to do meaningful damage. And I think Parker's come up and shot at my Bunraku, who made him drop a marker. But I don't think he's too badly wounded. We've got a Wuko Raider coming up. I've moved my other Stitched. And I think this time I win the gamble doing some damage. Probably 4, I think. By the end of the turn, I've summoned a Marionette. And the Marionette's gone up here to stand next to the marker the Bandito dropped, so that I can remove it easily if I have to. The Doppelganger's just moved up to stand next to the Wuko. Probably tried to mimic one of the Bunraku and failed. The Brutal Effigy has noticed this Void Wretch is getting tricky and there's not much I can do about it, so he's gone to the woods and started shooting at it, and I think he's wounded it, done 1 damage or something. So yeah, it's pretty much up to him to deal with that, as I need the rest of everyone else in the centre. So at the end of turn 2, we both score for extraction, and I get to move the marker a little bit closer to me. Turn 3, I've forgotten to take a picture of my hand. It's late, come on, give me a break. And I reckon he's just about close enough, so I reveal my recover evidence, meaning that he has to choose 5 of his models to drop markers, and you know, he's very cunningly gone with the Void Wretch, and everyone back here who's not standing next to the Doppelganger. Boo, hiss. I get the initiative, thanks to the Doppelganger. Brutal Effigy just moved up to here, so he was in range to 0 action Claudie, shot the Void Wretch for 3 damage, I think. It's got 1 wound left at any rate, so I'm hopeful I can take it down before it causes too much damage, and then I compass to Claudie, who pushes over here. Who did I personal puppet in the first turn? I personal puppeted this guy. So you can see I've made a slight positioning mistake in that I've blocked line of sight to my personal puppet, never a good thing. Although I am more inclined to use the personal puppet condition with the Bunraku rather than decoy. But still, unforced error. So anyway, he's come over here and he's killed the Wuko Raider for its refusing to drop its evidence in a nice easy to get place. Parker sees the Doppelganger is exposed, knows how good she's going to be at picking up those evidence markers, and takes her out fast. 3 points scored for Frame for Murder, thank you very much. Which allows me to activate the Marionette, who runs round and picks up the evidence marker the Doctor dropped. I can do this because the Doctor's got a 1-inch engagement, and a scheme marker is 30mm, which is just slightly bigger than 1 inch. Important to know. The Oiran doesn't want any more of that nonsense, charges the Marionette, brings it to its hard to kill, and puts 2 poison on it. The Bandito and one of the Bunraku get into a ruck in the forest. I position with the Arcane to be able to remove one of his scheme markers. And I'm really dumb. I keep trying to snatch with these things, and try to snatch this, even though it would do fucking nothing, because it would push and stop against that Bunraku. Yeah, I should have just walked up to Parker and hit him. Never mind. Turn 4, I think. Where's my Black Blood Shaman when I need him? I think the Outcasts get the initiative, and this Bandito run and guns out of combat, doing a little bit of damage, I think, to one of my Bunraku. Probably this one is not engaged, so my Marionette drags itself along out of combat and goes and picks up one of the record evidence markers. Oh, and it's still alive, by the way, because they prevent damage from conditions, which means they're immune to poison. Just such fucking good models, especially when they're a really easy summon. God, I love them. So the Oiran gives up on the Marionette for some reason, and lends her weight to Parker's shoulder. This other Bunraku just comes over here and does fucking nothing. Claudie kills the Bandito. Arcane removes the what was it? The scheme marker, and walks up here to be able to remove the Bandito's scheme marker in the next turn. Brutal fails his job. He does not kill the Void Wretch. I left it too late in the turn, and his defense got up too high. Bugger it. Oh, I forgot to mention, one of the Bunraku killed Doc Mitchell, scoring my opponent 1 point for Frame for Murder, and we both score extraction. Turn 5, I forget to take a picture of my hand again, and my camera's run out of battery, so back to the good old phone, and there's not much to say. My Marionette picks up another evidence marker, the Void Wretch drops some more markers, Parker gets another marker dropped over here, there's one of my Bunraku go down. I activate Claudie, go fast, and with my first AP summon Marionette, and then completely just chuck away the rest of my 3 AP, because I then activate the Marionettes and push the Arcane FG out of combat so it can go get that marker for absolutely no reason, whereas I could have just killed this thing off and denied my opponent a point. What can I say? I was dropped on my head as a child. So there ends the game. The Outcasts score 4 points for extraction, stupid me, 1 point for Frame for Murder, pretty happy with that, and 3 points for covert breakthrough, really disappointed with that. I thought I was going to stop that. but Parker does it very well. Collodi scored 4 points for extraction, 3 points for frame for murder, and 3 points for recover evidence, making this game 10-8 to the Neverborn. A really fun game. Disappointed with my Stitched. They didn't do so well as they normally do, although I didn't have the lucky Effigy, who really works so well with them. And the Arcane Effigy looks great. I just don't play him very well. Maybe it has something to do with the fact I forget about his burning condition every time I use it, and tend to activate him too early where his condition removal isn't so useful. Yeah, and more practice needed with him. Bond Recruit I like. They're not exceptional. They're just solid 6-stone models. Armour and Defense 6 are great. I don't think I ever really got their disappear trigger off, but the opponent's generally on negatives to damage, and I'm healing whenever I'm hitting them back, so they are reasonably durable. I definitely overused Snatch in this game. Wow, well, it's so fun. I was quite happy that my opponent didn't really use the hands in the air attack or ability, whatever it is that Parker can do. I was really quite scared of this, as it makes you discard 2 cards to do pretty much anything except attack. But how things panned out, and in our first game as well really, was that most of my crew were in positions where pretty much what they wanted to do was attack, so it wouldn't really have mattered. And Parker was pretty central, and my scheme runners who were wanting to move, like my marionette, were a bit far away from him. So perhaps my opponent didn't feel it was ever worth using. Yeah, that was the game. It was great to get introduced to Parker. He does seem like a really interesting master. Quite difficult to deal with all those scheme markers. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.